And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here on this Friday night. Got Glenn. He's back. He was on the road. Well, I should say almost on the road. You were preparing to go on the road on Wednesday, and then you had a very early flight on Thursday. That was quite a trip, right? You'll explain a little bit later, right?
Well, I was in Calgary, but I was preparing. Actually, yeah, Eric, I was preparing to maybe hit the road and just drive because I sat on the plane for like 3 hours, and they're like, we're going to de-ice. I go, we de-iced the plane an hour ago, but it was that bad an ice storm that I sent you and Lou a picture, and I don't have it for the folks here, but you saw. You could not see out the window of the plane.
It was all iced over.
So it was that kind of day. But you know what, dude? I was so excited about hitting Tommy's with you guys that it wasn't just your average plane ride to Calgary and then to here. It was something to look forward to. So at the end, there's like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, which is Tommy's on Gary tomorrow. I'm excited. Lou, look at Lou. Lou's got he's getting checking his. He's looking good. He's gonna have to. Lou always looks good when he goes out. He's a man about town. I can't wait to see both you. Eric, you're rolling in tomorrow with. Dude,
it's gonna be some. Yeah, Ibrahim will be coming. Yeah, there's a few people that said, I got a few people.
I've never met Ibrahim.
No, you haven't. Yeah, this is going to be the first time you've met him. Yeah, that's right. He said that on the phone the other day that he has not met you. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's good stuff,
great.
Man.
That's great.
I can't wait, man. Again, it's going to be a lot of fun. Lou, what's up? Before we get into it, let me hear what you got going on, man.
Well, tomorrow's so big, I had to get a fade. So
Yeah.
I got a fade yesterday. I got a haircut, so I look respectable. No, I'm in a good mood.
Eric's looking like a chia pet compared to us. Look at him.
I know.
I
don't need a haircut yet.
I had split screens going because my basketball team, Arizona, probably won one of the greatest college basketball games I've ever seen against Iowa State. Unbelievable. And then, of course, I had Mr. Webb on the other station going. But, I know we'll talk more about the WBC, but as Glenn pointed out, now the tournament starts. And we will talk more why, because who we're going to be playing on Sunday, and more about what we thought about tonight's game. And Eric, I will bring it over to you.
All right, there we go. Today, Team USA took on Team Canada. Hey, you know what? The final was 5-3 USA, but it was a closely fought battle. Ooh, I tell you what, was it the seventh inning? I think it was the 6th or 7th. I can't remember. Bednar, oh my gosh. He wasn't really getting it done. He finally got it done at the end, but there was a guys on 2nd and 3rd with no outs. It was 5-3. And the game could have hung in the balance. And hey, Bednar came out and threw a couple of amazing pitches, some damn changeups. I don't know if they're changeups or splitters, but man, he got guys swinging and he was able to get out of that jam. But yeah, I tell you what, it was quite the game. Logan Webb, right? Our very own Logan Webb, the San Francisco Giants ace, went out there and he had a fantastic game, man. Wow. 5 strikeouts. He went 4 2/3, 5 strikeouts, didn't allow any runs. And and if he was able to go that 1/3 of an inning, or that third of an inning, I should say, he would have got the win. But unfortunately, they had to bring a closer in again because you got to be careful with the pitches and everything. But look, USA able to punch their ticket now into the semifinals where, and we'll get a little bit more into this game as we go on, but they're going to have to face the Dominican Republic. And I tell you what, man, those guys can swing the lumber.
They can. They can. But I'll tell you what I'm most concerned about, Eric. First of all, I guess everyone can agree. Canada, hey, you say it was a great – I didn't even catch the game because of the travel and everything else, and it was today. And it just wrapped up, I think, isn't it? Just final now.
Yeah, it's final. Yep.
So you say a close game. Canada's not that good, guys. Canada is – let me just tell you, they're not that good a ball club. So that just tells me it's not about Canada having a great – the U.S., what I saw them do with Italy, and then if they beat Canada by the modest margin today, as we move forward against – I mean – you have to agree, each game now progressing, the talent level that you face is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you've heard me say it a number of times, especially about hockey, Eric. Anytime you build a fantasy team like this, even baseball, I find that these teams, per a man on this USA baseball team, they're power hitters. I mean, Pete Crow can get slash double, but for the most part, it's like they build a one-dimensional team. Harper and Judge and you can go. These are Eric. The teams that win will pick a player, and you go, "Why the hell's he on?" Because he fills a role. They'll get a guy like, "Why is Ricky Henderson on there?" Because he's going to swipe us a ninth inning base when we need it. They're just a one-dimensional team, in my opinion, Eric.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, they do got Witt. I like Bobby Witt. I love the way he plays.
But again, Bobby Witt, what does he do? He brings you power, among other things. But
he can hit the ball, though.
This is a power-driven type of team.
Well, you want to talk about power-driven? Dominican Republic. That's all they are. Oh my God, dude. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw the game today.
And good pitching in a final will shut that down, Eric. I just think they got to have, when you build these teams, you got to build a more dimensional team to have success. Hey, you saw early, 15 runs. Oh my God, they hit 5 home runs. And that whittles down as the competition you face and the pitch you face gets better. Home runs aren't going to win you a title. You've got to have a well-oiled machine. And I don't think the U.S. is that well-oiled. And I said that to you last week, Eric. Not to that point, but I did say to you and Lou on the show about a week ago tonight, I said, this isn't exciting for me. They're not hey, if you like the chicks dig the long ball, I don't.
And this is what I was going to bring up. I don't know if you guys saw the slide that Soto made into home plate. Oh my God. So the throw comes in, the catcher's right there, and he does the swim move absolutely to perfection. Here comes the glove, and he's getting out of the way, and his arm's coming around, and he's touching home plate to score the run. I mean, it was pretty damn incredible. Again, a guy that is known to just launch the ball. Man, he had a hell of a play there at home plate. But man, I tell you, Team Dominican Republic is no joke, and it's going to be interesting to watch. Now you're talking about Team USA. You know, I don't know what it is. Something just I don't know what it is. Something seems weird. The pitching's going to be fun. Look, you know who's going to go on Sunday, right? It's going to be Paul Skeens. So hopefully he's going to be on his game because, man, I tell you, those guys are going to come out freaking swinging the lumber in Miami for that semifinal. I'm guessing, right? Isn't that did they fly out? I don't know if they fly out tomorrow or the next day, but they don't have to fly that far from Houston, right? I think right. Is it the semifinals in Miami? Yeah. But I tell you what, the good thing and where I want to really focus on Logan Webb. I think he's ready, man. I think he's ready to start the season. I'm sure he's going to get another start in here somewhere, right? Maybe 2. I don't know.
Maybe the finals if they make it.
Would he pitch the finals?
I mean, because you remember what's name went back to the Tigers. I don't know who
did.
they really have. I think the one great thing about Webb is 71 pitches. So he'll have one more
Perfect.
start, and then the opener against the Yankees. So he's at probably 75 pitches,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
where his
great for
threshold.
him.
Yeah, which is perfect. That's where you want to be.
I think it's really, for him, the next one, if he doesn't pitch the finals, it's just to get ready for it. And I think that's really the whole key to everything is he's getting his pitches. He looks like he's ready for opening day, and we need him to be ready for opening day. I thought tonight, the thing is, I wasn't really into it. Now, I was watching my Arizona Wildcats play, so I was distracted. But it wasn't like when we played Mexico, or Italy. I was so focused. I looked at the lineup who Canada had, and I only heard of two of the guys.
Yeah.
Two. Now, when we play on Sunday, I know all those guys. I know who they are. I know how they can beat us. So I'm a lot more excited about, Sunday's game. It's sort of like tomorrow when we're partying and having a few Tommy margaritas and, Japan's on there to see Arias. Because I think, part of the problem is if you face a team like Canada where they only really have one major leaguer of, it's just not the same. So, but you know what? Hey, the thing about USA, you just can't throw 9 guys on the field and expect to win. It takes a while. You got to have continuity. But to me, it looked like these other teams are so into it. It's everything. Everything about them is winning. Where USA, it's more like a business trip, if that makes sense.
That's a good point that you make there, Lou. And maybe that's what it is. You see Team Italy, man, they're going bananas, and drinking their espressos. And I tell you, did I tell you my espresso story? That shit, dude, it's no joke.
As long as it doesn't include the bus ride.
No, it doesn't include a bus ride. I'm
Can't
gonna
get any
tell you,
worse.
I'll never forget. I had my first espresso. I was stationed in Germany, right?
Mhm.
And I'm a supervisor of a bunch of international guys. I had Dutch guys, German guys, Spanish guys, and we had a couple of active duty Italian Air Force guys. Well, they asked me, good friend Fernando, the guy was an awesome guy, man. So good, man. I wish I'd stayed in contact with him. He goes, Eddie, you like an espresso? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem, man. I'll take one. So he's like, you like sugar? I was like, yes. So he brings it out, and I drink it. And then literally within a minute, I'm like, what is going on? My head was spinning, dude. I'm like, what is? And I accused him. I'm like, what'd you put in my espresso? And Fernando goes, nothing. I was like, Fernando, what did you put in the damn coffee?
Those beans were that strong, huh?
Dude. And then he goes, he starts laughing. He goes, Eddie, I did not do anything with it. And I was like, holy shit. Dude, that stuff, if you have never had, because that's the first time I ever had that stuff.
I've never had
that. God, dude, I was my head was spinning after that stuff. Woo.
Are you into that stuff, Lou? Are you into that stuff, Lou?
So I'm more of a latte guy, but around me, all there was Starbucks. So across the street, there was Pete's. Never had Pete's before, but they had a latte. And the first latte I had, I took a sip. I took another sip, and I was like, oh, my God, am I okay? It was so strong that my head started spinning.
Yeah.
Right? Now, a latte and espresso are sort of similar. I went, oh, my God. It was almost like the first time I ever, I used to chew, like Leaf Garrett and Red Man stuff, which was
was
a different type of tobacco. But when you do like Kodiak, which is tobacco between, it was the same way. I was so, oh my God. I almost thought I was going to puke. I was lightheaded basically and started sweating. But, because you got to get used to that effect. When you just have an espresso where you might have been a guy that's used to like hot chocolate, it's like from a half a step to like a 20 right away, your first couple sips. But I just wanted to relay it to you. But yeah, get back to Italy. And I think it's just USA, like, the other night they complained about the manager not knowing the rules, Harper not getting a bat at the right time. You got to play as a team for a team.
Yep, exactly. Hey, Joe is liking your hat there, Glenn. Nice.
Geez,
Yeah.
the boys are on my every once in a while. I pull out a new lid or one that I don't wear, and they're like, "Glen's got the hats,
It
man."
is.
So
But
I
to
just
go back to what you're
I just
saying,
picked
with
this one up an hour ago, brand new.
nice.
Why did I need a new? And tomorrow. I break out a new hoodie.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, when you're going to an elite establishment like Tommy's, you dress to a Giant sports talk event. You got to dress. You got to come prepared. You got to wear your uniform. And I'm going to uniform tomorrow. Have my hat. We'll have the baseball cards. I know I don't get as many required. Eric and Lou, you guys will be. There's going to be. Are they actually selling tickets for the autographs? Or you just sign for free?
Yeah, right.
It all depends if they got a mom that's single or if there's a kid. I sign everything.
Friday night dating with Lou. If the mom is single, free autographs. There you
I'm
go.
sorry, that's just the rule.
But
Of
to
course,
back to the
everything's
teams,
complimentary.
I tell you what, man, Italy has been, of course, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all the Latin countries are always very excited about this.
Yeah, but
They're
wait a
no
second.
joke.
I know where you're going to go with this. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when this started rolling? And I said to you how important this would be for, say, younger players who, like, remember the game we saw that young Italian player and he cracked 2 home runs. And I'm like, for a lot of people, that wouldn't be. For him, he's like, I'm trying to make the big leagues. And this is my resume builder.
Yeah,
right?
it is. It's your showcase. It's your
Dude,
showcase.
we're seeing major leaguers on some of these teams, and it's open. This Pasqualani or whatever, the guy who's into the espresso, he put the espresso machine in the dugout with Team Italy. And who does he play for? Is it Kansas City?
Kansas City. No, he's good.
Dude,
I
didn't know a lot about him. So I've learned a little bit about players that we don't see as Giants fans on a regular basis. American leaguers. And I'm like,
good point.
Where'd this guy come from? He's going on my fantasy possible list here.
And look, yeah, all right. And that's another thing I do like about the WBC as well. You get to see some of these players that we don't get to see all the time because, hey, we follow the Giants. And, of course, whatever teams that they're playing against, we'll see. But, when we're not following certain guys, especially, look what happened last year, or not last year, but 3 years ago when Japan won. People were talking about Murakami and Roki Sasaki and how when they're eventually going to get to the big leagues. And look, they wind up coming to the big leagues. Murakami is going to get his first taste of it this year with the Chicago White Sox. And then you got, of course, Roki Sasaki, who's going to go into his second year with the Dodgers. So you start seeing somebody, hey, Jung-Hoo Lee. Let's not forget, Jung-Hoo Lee was also in there in 2023 as well. And he's a San Francisco Giant. So you get a chance to see some of these kids, or I should say guys, and it's fun to watch because maybe they're going to be future big leaguers. And it's fun to watch. And again, and with the Team USA, and that's the thing, Lou, you just don't see that. Oh, they're not getting up for it, it seems like. And I could be totally up. But
The only person I see fired up is Judge. And I think he's doing that more because he's the captain trying to lead. But these other guys, they're not talking. They're not doing it. Sort of reminds me like when we went to the Giants last year. Even though the Giants are a 26-man roster, you had different people hanging with different people. Like the ones by us in our seats, you could see they were all speaking Spanish, giving high fives where everybody else and Melvin and them weren't down there. You see these other teams, I mean, they run out of the dugout when somebody hits a homer. Us, we just sort of say hi and that's it. It's too business-like, And as soon as we get on, you're going to see a difference. Like you'll see the game on Sunday. I believe might be 3:00 local. They are going to be fired up. And the other thing too, being in Miami, USA is going to feel like a road team again.
Yeah, good point.
They're going to pack it up.
Maybe they're taking the wrong approach. Lou and Eric, you too, you bring up a great point. The fact that it's more business. Don't you see the joy when you watch Italy play and even Mexico play?
Yeah.
Or what do you think, guys? I don't know. I think, Lou, maybe on Monday night you mentioned this to a point, but does it get the blood flowing any more than I don't want to watch the fans in Houston or Miami. I'm watching these games internationally, and it's hey, and the whole you literally think the stadium is rocking.
Yeah,
it's an event. The fans sing and chant the whole game. I go to a Giants game. By the second inning, everybody's like, it looks like women are doing their knitting, and guys are sitting like this, chatting,
knitting,
they're watching the game. Well, that's something George would say. Bring your knitting to the game, you're not even paying attention. So it's just too quiet. We talk a big game that we're the greatest fans. I'm seeing a lot from these international fans. It just turns your head.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's Dom. Dom's going to be out. Hey, Dom is going to be out there tomorrow with us there, Glenn. So that's going to be awesome to see Dom.
Peralta?
Dom Peralta. Yeah.
Dominic.
Yeah. Awesome. So we'll be.
By the way, it's Friday night. We're going to head to the club hopefully soon if everybody's in behaved.
To him, see what
we're not going to get people barred from the
maybe
club.
He can do some stuff for us there. It's my internet. As long as my internet.
Oh, now, Glenn,
freaking internet.
Glenn,
it looks like
the disco is delayed because everybody in the chat are depressed because the Giants lost 2 today.
Oh, is that it?
6-1 and 1-0. 2 games they lost.
I was going to put my foot down, Lou.
Why even go out to the disco? Losing 2 games that mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah, right.
I didn't want to go at all.
It's practice. And yeah, and thank you for reminding me because it is Friday night, and you know how it is here on Giant Sports Talk Live on Friday nights, baby. Come on now.
Yeah, but we're not putting a lot of bickering in the. I see you're putting up with a lot of crap and clean tonight. So, please, calm down. Read my lips. I'm gonna kick you out.
Tomorrow, baby, I'm feeling it. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. It's gonna be a good time, man. I think Mike's gonna be there. Tom is gonna be there. Start off, man. Start off.
Yes, you broke the news. Free drinks. All of a sudden, it's RSVP time. Free drinks. I think we got guys flying in.
Oh, check this out. Mike says he's going to swing by before the Black Label Society concert. Hey, isn't that the one with the guitarist, Zach Wild, right? Isn't that Zach Wild?
Black Label,
right?
yeah.
That guy can he can play
Very
that.
nice, Dom.
Holy
nice
crap, look at that.
Cool.
Man.
Little pre.
I loved it when he played with Ozzy, man. The No More Tears album.
Great filler. Oh, yeah.
Boy, that was some good.
Yep.
Mr. Tinker Train, Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah, Mr. Crowley, Tinker Train. Yeah. I
love
all that stuff.
Dude.
Hey, it's Lou. Oh, maybe Lou has. You know, you're getting me excited. I'm all over the place tonight. Now I'm hyper back in the Bay. I'm ready for tomorrow, Eric. But
yeah, buddy.
As Lou, correct me if I'm wrong, you did show Lou the special television appearance of senior softball games, right? Did you show him? We have a senior softball.
Oh yeah.
Softball games could be seen on MTV on occasion.
We could be seen on MTV if you guys are a fan of.
I'm serious.
God, what's the name of the band? I can't remember. Oh shit!
That's Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill.
Yeah, Cypress Hill. There you go.
Yeah. If you're a fan of Cypress Hill and you like Insane in the Membrane, you will see our very own senior softball game. Yo, there he is, man. There he is. How about that?
First time I saw it, I was like, that isn't him. Because
no, that's him. That's him.
He made a video. That's great. He made an appearance. That's great.
He made an appearance on Insane in the Membrane in his younger days. So,
I think though we've given more views to his son hitting home run bombs out there in the outfield deck there. So
yeah. Oh man, good stuff.
That's the best. Yeah.
Zach is going to play both Black Label and Zach Sabbath sets. Whew,
you know, between having a young fella and senior in the house, I give the mom all the credit in the world in that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Just kidding with you. Yes.
But well, guys, let's segue into this a little bit here now. I think we got the we got the
Jim Carrey night. I look like Jim Carrey. I never heard that one before.
I haven't heard that one.
Just looking for my mask. One of those nights at the club.
Yeah. Giants. There's actually some Giants news that broke yesterday, right?
Yeah.
The Giants made their first cuts, right?
How'd
and
that
also
go?
Well, we'll get into it. And also, we got another injury. Looks like Hayden Birdsong has an elbow that's cranky. I guess it's not going to require Tommy John, right? I guess he's only going to be out a few weeks. I don't know, man. That I heard he's going to miss a couple of weeks. But, man, when you start talking about an elbow and then missing a couple of weeks.
The kind of camp he's
like
had.
It,
he can't even afford. He can't be affording to go on injury.
Well, but he's got something on his side and he's got options. So he doesn't have to necessarily make the team out of spring training. So he's okay.
But Eric, isn't it fair to say, I wouldn't even use the term he's got options. The team has options. He better these young pitchers better pick up their game, Eric.
Yeah.
They're going to have no options.
Hey, let's get into this. And real quick, N-Base, he says this, we set the bracket to avoid Japan till the final. Now we have to face the Dominican Republic.
There you go.
I don't know, man. That's either way is going to be rough. But to this point, right? Two of these cuts that happened for the Giants was Will Bednar, who some people were saying, hey, maybe he could get into the bullpen, but he's gone. And Trent Harris, another guy, who was kind of making a name for himself last year, but not much here in spring training, and he's gone. Now, are they off of they're not out of the organization, but they're not going to make the 26 man coming out of spring training. No, fingers crossed that there's no other injuries, but at this particular time, they're not going to be on the damn roster.
And Eric, something that the chat might not be aware of, because I was unaware of until 2 weeks ago. When the Giants invite you for spring training, if you make the team, that means somebody off the 40 has to come off.
That's correct.
Yes,
and if you make the major leagues, that means somebody from the 26 has to go off.
Man, correct.
So it's a big situation where even though somebody's invitee and does really well, there's a lot of things that go in. Do we want to sign him and then affecting other people? That's, something I think we should talk about, because I was really unaware of that. Right.
Great
so
point, because
go ahead.
There's one guy that I'm thinking about, and Michael Fulmer is one of those guys. I don't think he's on the 40 man. He is a non-roster invitee, and he's been having quite the spring training. Look, does he go out there and throw freaking mid-90s or higher? No, he doesn't. But he's still getting strikeouts, and he's spinning the ball something good. Now, whether or not he's going to make it, I don't know. We're going to have to see. But now that the pool that the Giants can draw from to fill these bullpen spots, it's starting to get a little bit thinner, and we're getting a little bit more clarity on who's going to be in that bullpen. I still don't like it. The damn bullpen, man. I don't, man.
Eric, I read something yesterday. The Giants with invitees, all this stuff. We know about the 40-man roster. The Giants had 41 pitchers. Now, that could be guys that are also called up, from AA and AAA, right?
Right.
41 pitchers pitch in the spring, and half of them are injured or gone. But the majority of them are injured. I've never seen, they were almost saying there are more people that they've invited that have been injured that are actually healthy that are going to be with the team. So I think, I give Buster a real tough time. I don't think he did enough. I thought the pitching was a disaster, but we got to give him, if it wasn't for him having so many pitchers, we would be in a worse situation than we are right now.
That's a fact. And look, and we talked to Glenn, we talked about Sam Hitches, right? They signed him coming off of injury. Jason Foley signed him coming off injury. Joel Peguero, he got hurt in spring training.
It can happen. Look at last year, Eric, we were breaking camp, and we were looking at these. Remember the White Sox? They didn't even have a rotation when they opened the season.
That's
literally
right.
They had no starting pitchers, down for the count and injured, the entire staff. So it can happen. We've been very lucky.
Everybody's saying this. I mean,
Eric,
we're not.
We've been very. You know what, Lou? To that point, there's been a little bit of how should I say? A little bit of that. Our starting pitching staff. I mean, we're blessed. Webb has taken care of himself. He hasn't been injured. We got Robbie Ray back from the injury, of course, when we made the deal. and he's been looking good. A healthy rotation is so important, especially when it's thin. You start losing off the
Yes.
top, it can
100%.
be dangerous. I might even read a little bit about pitching, Eric. I can't see all of the exhibition games like you guys. I'm not, I'm locked and loaded, and I do the travel quite a bit. So when I'm not watching Giants baseball like you and Lou and everybody in the chat, Eric, I am reading. About Giants baseball.
Hey, you picked it up.
With my buddy Gary Mintz. The guy just came to the door like 5 minutes ago when we were doing the show. Bernice says, this came in the Amazon order. And I'm like, oh, there he is. That was
Nice.
Monday night's guest.
There
Guys,
you go, man.
his book, I've already read like 6 pages before the show. I'm all excited now.
Well, hey, way to go, man.
Pretty cool
I'm gonna have
book.
to get me one.
I didn't know you had. I would have got you one. I didn't know. I thought you had
No, it's
one.
all good. No, I
you
don't.
and
I have to
Gary,
get it. I have to get it.
you and Gary are tight, man. I figured you had an
Oh,
autograph.
come on, man. Come on.
Hey, Eric,
Yeah.
I happen to know Gary from talking to him one time. Why don't I think I can get you one that's actually personalized? I think I can talk to him and say, hey, my buddy Eric would like to buy a book. Can we get one personalized? That's how good a friend we become after me meeting him
One
once.
show.
That's great. By the way, hey, I'm gonna bring the baseball cards tomorrow, Glenn.
You're bringing some cards? Good.
And I bought an orange Sharpie. I'll have to sign it up top though, because you can't see it down below. Do you have a silver Sharpie?
I signed so many autographs. I got every Sharpie. I'll bring you a Sharpie, Eric.
Bring a Sharpie. There you go. Bring a silver one. That'll look good on the background.
I got some.
Mike.
Look what I got. This came today too.
Hey, look at that.
Babe Ruth, but it's an uncut sheet of Babe Ruth. They're posted U.S. postal stamps.
Hey, that's cool.
So when
That's
I started,
cool.
I'm a big collector anyway, right? So I saw the Babe Ruth stamps. So what did I do, Eric? I went to different countries. I went all over. Look at that. I don't know the year on that one, but
How about that?
United States, they're all baseball
Baseball-related stamps.
And then I couldn't believe how many other foreign countries. I don't want to get these all. Have you ever heard of, what's the country called? Ajam?
Say who?
Anyway.
What'd you call me? Hey, Ty Cobb. There you go.
Ty Cobb. And I mean, I don't even know what country this is, but it's not America. I mean, if you're going to talk Ty Cobb, who we got to talk about?
There you go.
Honus
Wagner. Yeah. Dude, that was something.
Look, they got all another.
Babe.
These are like unused mint condition. Well, mint as mint can be. Postage stamps from all these other countries, Eric. So
you know what?
Different collecting angle I've been taking lately because I'm running out. I'm sad that this year's card releases. Mark, help me out if you're watching the show tonight over in New York. All the card releases out so far this year. Not a single freaking Wilmer Flores card yet. I think.
Oh no, that's not good.
Hard to work on the old collection when he's not getting any new cards, Eric.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Robert, you going to show up at Tommy's Mexican tomorrow, or are you going to be hanging out with the West Valley? Oh, gosh, did that come through? Did
And my favorite catcher,
Ray Schalk. Yeah. One of the. Yeah.
Oh, he was pissed. Did you ever watch the movie? He was pissed. He's like, you're throwing it over the plate. Pitch.
Eric, the one thing I did want to bring up about spring training is our boy still has not gotten a hit since his injury.
Yeah, Devers has not gotten a hit.
Yeah, so is he? Now
that
again,
ain't good, man.
all practice, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously,
still ain't good.
It's still one of those things. That's why we talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Spring
But
training.
hey, Glenn is talking about collecting. Guys, you ain't going to want to miss it. On March 16th, we're going to have a standalone video that comes out where Glenn has his first episode, the inaugural episode of In the Cards. And he's got a fantastic guest. What's his name? Jeremy Lee. For those of you guys who collect probably know about him, right?
Jeremy Lee owns the world's most valuable Shoeless Joe Jackson card.
And he showed it
one
on
player
the
he
show.
wanted. He talks about it. We just wrapped up the recording session. We recorded the hour plus. He talks about how he goes, dude, you don't just go to the bank and say, I need a loan to buy this shoe. He goes, this was not your mom and pop card. I had to get investors in this thing and I got to pay them off. And so he talks about how he got the card and how he thinks it's going to.
Jack box one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
that's
watched
crazy.
part of it, did you?
I
He
watched
goes,
a
"Oh,
little bit.
a little bit of a stain on the back.
You
So
could
it's
see
kinda,
the
he
the
likes that
caramel.
though. He
That's
goes,
awesome.
I like that. It gives it, a little flair.
Personality.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
put the baseball cards in the Cracker Jacks, and you're sitting at the
Without
bottom,
it sealed up. Just,
melting, and
yeah.
and you
Crazy.
know what? And you know what? Some of the people don't know this. I'd like to get a guest to talk about it, but you know the T205, T206 set, T205, T206. There are certain card backs. You know, they're different backs. You can have same card, different backs. The ones that are the most expensive, hardest to find, in good shape, they came in plug tobacco, Eric.
Mm.
Because they were just thrown into the package,
Just
and
in
they
the
were
pack.
like, they were literally drooled on in the package, and they came out with like things dripping off them, and it was pretty funky. So I have such an interest in the cards anyway. Giants are going to be kind of the theme of the show,
Right.
but
You're not going to want to
when I
miss it. It's going to be good
we
stuff.
get a good guest, and I said to you watched part of the preview of the show, and you're like, it's not too bad. I said, thanks, Eric.
Yeah,
He said
it's
it's
good.
easy to do the show when you enjoy what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's different, right? When you could come on here and talk about something that you love, it's not
Yep.
necessarily work. It's a labor of love, as they say.
Oh, and
I
while
wanna
Eric,
get to this.
while you teed that up, Eric, before we close off on that, Eric mentioned that the first show will air on the 26th,
26. I thought it was the 16th. 26th.
the day after opening.
That's
night.
what it was. My bad.
We'll be airing this show in lieu of a show on off days during the Giants schedule. You want to tune in if you're a Giant fan at all, because he breaks out his pristine chef's
Willie
kiss,
Mays.
I call it, his Willie Mays 1951. Oh, I think it's a Bowman. I said, where do you live? He goes, I keep it in a safe. It's under lock and key, and I got a guard and a couple of pit bulls. It looked beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the show, spreading some love for the card collecting world, and gonna have a lot of fun with it. That's what it's about, having fun.
It's gonna be good stuff. Mike, he had a quote here. We're talking, bullpen here, because Keaton Wynn may be a guy that's going to be in bullpen. Says he's throwing 99 after all these years, seeing him throw 95 and struggle with his struggle. This could be big for us because he's got experience. We'll have to see, man. I know he's been battling injury, right, Mike? And if he's healthy, maybe he could be a force. But man, you're just gonna have to show me. And yes, he's having a great spring, and that's all you can ask for at this particular time. But when it comes time to actually play the games for real, I hope he's going to be able to show something, because the Giants, man, this bullpen, I see everyone talking. I bring it up all the damn time. And look, and it's not nothing. I'm not talking like this is some kind of amazing take that I'm giving here, because it's pretty damn obvious. The bullpen is just, I can't get, I seriously. And Lou, maybe you feel the same way. I don't know.
It's not a winning
first game.
Our bullpen right now has more questions than the last 3 years combined, and especially starting the season where we really haven't got any answers. That's not a great starting point. I think, we talk about the positives, especially with Webb. Webb's been great, but that's what we expect from Webb. Ray's been off and on. Who is it? Hauser, whatever. I think he's Sereno has been pretty effective. But the rest of these guys, I've never, and again, I know it's only spring training, but we talk about people knowing their roles. I've seen our stopper pitch the 4th inning. I have not seen him close games. So I don't know what's going on.
How do you know he's going to be the closer? Maybe,
maybe there's something else. And,
again,
it's just kind of the point now where what made the Giants was their pitching staff all knew their roles. Last year, when the Giants were effective, everybody knew their roles. Right now, I don't think anyone except Webb and Ray really know their roles. We talked about the schedule to start the season, not the opponents, but we have a game on Wednesday, then we're off. So then we have a game on Friday, Saturday, then we're off. So obviously someone like Webb needs to pitch every 5 days. These other guys are going to be pitching, maybe, it's really weird. And then you're going on the road, and, you got to get, I think the one thing about the Giants is we're happy with the offense. We are getting better, but as I pointed out the other night, We all talk about our runs scored. Oh, we're doing great, but it's who we scored the runs against. Tonight's another example. We went against 2 starters for Cincinnati. Not Hunter Green, who's under the knife, who's going to be out for a while. Just 2 other starters were not scoring against the other team's starters. So when you do that, when you go against teams like the Yankees, the Padres, the Dodgers, Philly, the Giants are going to need to put up runs against the other team's starters, because as soon as the other team, it's almost like this. Here's the formula to beat the Giants. Get their starters out, and then the game's over. Because our bullpen's all over the place. And that's what's scary being this close.
True. Man, that's a fact. Hey, Glenn.
But I was going to say to Lou, Eric, quickly, I was just going to say that this isn't the Giants team of last year, the year before even. I mean, Lou says, what are their roles? We've lost a lot of role players. Tyler Rogers was a role player. He knew what to do. He came in the 8th inning, locked it down. You take it to the 9th, you go home, and everybody's happy. We don't have it. He's playing in Canada now. I mean, it came at the expense of the trade deadline, Eric. And again, I always say, don't shit on me. It's for reasons we all understand. Some players you got to move. You got to move them because you're going to lose them. You can't re-sign them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But really, when I came back from my trip to the National Collectors Convention last year, you and Armand, who fill in admirably for me on the show that day in the trade deadline, I said, geez, we broke up the band. Everybody's saying we're close. I said, they've decimated this bullpen. So partially Buster caused this mess. He let a lot of pieces go. Were we not quite intrigued and somewhat happy with the bullpen at the beginning of last year, Eric, and thinking, okay, that's not an issue here. Now all of a sudden it is. Why? Because they broke this thing up.
Well, yet here's the thing, Glenn, and this is what pisses me off. I'm okay if you wanted to go move up a run because you got pieces back, and I'm okay with that. But the onus is now on Buster Posey to replenish those arms that you. And there was a bunch of guys out there to be had. And that's the problem. The Giants, instead of going out there and getting some bona fide guys, they went out there and got a bunch of guys that are coming off of injury. And yes I get it.
Who says know your role? I think Buster should know his role. You move these pitchers, bring me back some pitchers who are ready to go.
Right. And if you want to do that with one guy, I get it. But you went out there and did that with a lot of these pitchers. And it's like, come on, man. We all understand that the bullpen is going to take you far, especially if you get into start playing baseball in October. And if you don't have it, and we've seen it in the past as Giants fans, when you don't have it, again, we use the example of 2016. I mean, you ain't got it, man. It makes it really hard. And we saw in this last year's playoffs, man, you had to have a bullpen. You had to. Otherwise, you ain't going to do nothing. And, hey, Lou talks about knowing roles. Well, guess what? Tomorrow, people will know their roles, baby.
Come see Eric, Glenn, and Lou for the Giants Sports Talk Live Meet and Greet, March 14th from 3 to 7 p.m. at Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, home of the world-famous Tommy Margarita.
I'm Julio Bermejo, the North American ambassador of tequila, here at Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, where we will welcome Giants Sports Talk Live March 14th. Come see Glenn, Eric, and Super Salty Lou here at Tommy's and learn all about the Tommy's Margarita.
All right, there we go. Tomorrow is the day from 3 to 7. Go to Tommy's Mexican Restaurant on Geary. You guys will not.
Geary and 24th.
We all know our role. Lou is the kind of the veteran presence at Tommy's, so he's going to welcome people in. He's going to be like your Walmart greeter. Eric, your role is just to get there because you've never been. You're the virgin. You're the virgin.
Yeah, I have not been there. Yeah,
never been there. And mine is to say stay sober until the end of our broadcast because we're going to do a show there. And my role is to do the show. Stay sober.
That's going to be something, man.
I can until the end of the show.
Eric, I heard a little rumor today about tomorrow. Since you've never had one, and I know a few guys in the chat were talking about it the other night, they ordered a case of Bohemian beer to make sure you can enjoy one.
Oh my God!
First
yes, I'm gonna have.
You'll be able to understand. Either say, Lou, this was a great call, or Lou, never again will I take your call on a beer like this. Very simple.
Hey guys, this is such a hyped event. Let's hope it rolls off like we hope, and it does. Like, not a Led Zeppelin, but I got to tell you, Eric. In my absence, you did a great job in the marketing department last few days. You were talking to Tommy's. This thing was so highly sought after that there was a bit of a battle between people who wanted to sponsor. We got another sponsor. They said, nope, here's what we'll do. And we want to buy out the rights. And we got a new sponsor for tomorrow.
Yeah, there it is. Right there.
There you
Ocho
go.
has backed out, but
fighting over us.
El Tequino will now be a sponsor for Tommy's. And again, hey, I want to send out a special message to Julio, man. That was awesome. Yeah, he didn't have to do this, and he's going out there and he's getting these guys to help sponsor him to sponsor us, which is going to be so much fun, man. And I can't wait. Again, guys.
You'll know
if you guys
Julio
want to
more,
enjoy some
guys.
great tequila, El Tequino is going to be there at Tommy's, and of course. You know, Tommy's going to be there talking about his world famous Tommy Margarita.
You'll know who Julio is because he is the guy who wears the brightest smile in the place. I mean, you walk in there, he's always happy, right, Lou?
Unfortunately, he went to my high school and he went to Cal Berkeley, and he's a local guy. His dad opened up the restaurant. His mom will probably be there. She's 93. You'll know who it is because there's not too many people 93 that are going to be there. But a great staff. They'll hustle. Excuse me. They really appreciate us giving them all this pull. There's going to be, I know some regulars that said, hey, Lou, do you think I can come by? And I said, hey, listen, it's Giant Sports Talk Live. And I said, but if you say the magic word Julio, I think we can get you in, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The weather's going to agree. All we ask of the chat, and I know it's easier said than done, guys, is even though I live farther away, do not drive. Okay. No. Take a cab or take an Uber. At the end of the night, if you need money to take a cab or a bus, just do not drink and drive. We want you guys back for Monday night show. All right. So that's all I have. Be smart. Now, some of you people might not have a choice. Just, be wise. And the other thing, too, is remember.
Have a designated driver with you.
You're also representing Giant Sports Talk Live. So I know some of you guys, it's Saturday. You're off on the weekend. Just, watch your manners. That's all I ask. Because I attend there a lot. And, we want Tommy's to see what we're type. We're Giants fans. We're good people that we're hoping we can do this maybe every other month, have a get together. One of the things me, Glenn, and Eric talked is maybe when the Giants have a day game, like on a Thursday, we'll do a show Thursday night. So we want to keep this going. And, it's just a start of many for the whole entire year. And, all three of us are so excited to meet the chat because, like I said the other night, we know who you are name-wise, but we'd like to see you face-to-face. And that's what it's all about. And that's what makes the show unique.
Yeah, in lieu of a doorman, Eric, I'll be there. Don't worry. There
you go. You'll keep everything in order. Nice.
Don't you worry about that. Lou may be bigger than me, but I can swing.
Yeah, what is this? Per Bob Nightingale. Reliever Jeff Hoffman. Oh, dear God.
Blue Jay.
Replaces Clayton Kershaw on the USA roster. He wasn't all that great in the postseason. Hey, what's up, Gary? Best of luck tomorrow. He's jealous. Man, you got to come down here. I hope
Hey,
you're able to make it down. On the
hey, I
West
was
Coast.
just talking about you. There was a knock on the door. You were at my door. Look at that. That showed up in my Amazon order just after we went live to air. Baseball from 3,000 miles away from us to you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to. I read 6 pages before the show, and it just got me the juices flowing. So,
There you go. I'm telling you.
Thanks, Gary.
Good
book.
stuff. It's good stuff. Look, and it's
Oh,
also
I was going to ask you, Eric. Go ahead, but I was going to ask you guys. We talk so much about this World Baseball Classic. We saw Rise had a super game, and I'm like, just come. The short bus, back it up, because one game is not a career, not a season. Calm down. Hold on. Guys who are playing well. You say one of our pitchers, their starter, Lou, 3-0. He's pitching well. That don't mean nothing. This is exhibition. He's not going to, he's not going to be facing the guys delivering bread for Ben's Bakery in like 4 weeks from now. Things will change opening day. That's when I really I go along for the ride, but I am not commenting on who's doing what until I see with my own eyes Major League Baseball talent face Major League Baseball talent opening day. Then we see where the chips fall. How about you guys? I'm not buying into anything until opening day.
Well, I'm gonna get into that, and Lou, I'm gonna get your opinion too. Hey, there's Gary says, hope you enjoy it. Hope it resonates. There you go.
Oh, it will. I'm already excited. Thanks, buddy.
I want to talk about this before we shut it down for the night and get ready for tomorrow, baby. But Encarnacion is actually starting to have a pretty good spring.
Oh, geez.
Hold on. Listen to what I have to say here. And it may happen, it may not, but I'll tell you what. There's one thing that Encarnacion has going for him. Well, we'll say 2 things. Right now, he's starting to. Yeah, I did. I saw the. Let
me guess. Options.
He doesn't have options.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, that's right.
But here's the thing. This is where I'm prefacing. And he's starting to hit the ball. If the Giants don't want to lose him, whether it's trade or you have to DFA him, who does have options? And I hate to say it because I don't want to see it because I would like to see what he's going to do. Bryce Eldridge may just start off in Sacramento. And it doesn't mean anything against him. No, it doesn't. But maybe they give Encarnacion just a month. And if he doesn't pull through, then Eldridge is on the fast ticket train up to Sacramento. Again, the only reason why I'm saying this is because Encarnacion doesn't have options. Matos is probably going to be the 4th outfielder because he doesn't have options. All these other guys do.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a feeling that may wind up happening just for that simple fact. Lou, what do you think?
Well, you got to remember who we're starting against with the Yankees. We're going against a lefty. Okay, to start. I also believe game 3 is going to be against a lefty. Then you have 2 days off. Then, they're off on Sunday. They play it. So if Eldridge isn't 100%, why not let him get 5 games of hitting? It's it's only 3 games he's missing, but it's 5 days that he can maybe play. You got to remember, once AAA starts, you could do very unique things. You could start Eldridge leading off everything so he gets as many bats, right? Yeah. It's one of those things. The other thing, too, is, and I think I might have said this last Monday or a week ago, there's going to be guys not on this team, and you're going to be shocked. Like, oh, my God. I thought that's why we traded him for last year. I thought he was going to be our backup right fielder. There's probably going to be 2 or 3 arms that were sort of like, my God, I thought we signed him, and probably guys in the outfield. And it happens every year. You also got to remember, one of the things the Giants are doing is they're trying to improve their team, right? So not only do we have to make cuts, there might be other teams that have no options either. Or maybe that person that's might being dropped from San Diego might be a better fit for us and brings more to the table. Because I think one of the biggest problems with the Giants is there's so many guys that are similar. You might have 3 guys that if you just didn't have their photo up and you had their stats, you think it's the same player. And that's the toughest job, And the other thing, too, is we have never had games that count with Tony V. So we're not really sure of his style, what exactly he's looking for. So they're going to have Tony V, Mania, and they're going to have Buster sit down and going to decide what's best for the team, not the individual. You got to do what's best for the team. And you got, it's one of those things. You got to see who other teams have dropped. Are we better keeping our people? It's not about the money. It's the best fit for the team. And I think that's important to bring up.
Yeah. Right. I mean, and look, this may wind up happening. It could be weird just for that simple fact of having options or not having options could really play a factor on who is going to make this team coming out of spring. Look, and here's the thing, guys, and don't get wrapped up in the axle about it. Because just because you don't make the team coming out of spring training isn't the end all be all. Man, it's 6 months of freaking baseball. If a certain player doesn't make that opening day roster, who cares? Because that person is probably going to be on the club sometime in the near future.
I think he makes it, Eric. I think he makes it. But do you guys not feel the way I do in the fact that Lou just mentioned the new manager of this ball club? And, of course, that was Buster's. And as Buster's doing, don't you feel like there's going to be maybe some undue but yet pressure to get this right? They better do some soul searching before opening day. Make sure, all right, this is what we want. This is what we got. This better work.
I tell you. Yeah,
I mean, get this manager and it falls flat on their face. They do start the first month, 9-10 wins. All of a sudden, I mean, the battle cry will begin.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. But then again, they could fool us, Eric. They could.
I mean, that's the thing with baseball. That's the thing with baseball. We could sit here and pontificate and prognosticate and you name all those freaking adjectives.
That's why they're the toughest team in baseball to bet for or against, Eric. I'm telling you. I bet for them, they lose. They lose. If I say there's no way they're winning this game, it's over. Like they'd be calling the World Baseball Classic. We're calling it 5 innings. That's it. So they're the hard team. Lou, they're a tough team to bet for and against, I found the last few years.
Yeah, I think one thing is, and then we'll get to the super chat that we have not forgotten about.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I had to bring it up.
Is the Giants. This is why Julio and his family invented the world famous Tommy Margarita for people that follow the San Francisco Giants. You're not sure what you're getting, and if things are going bad, you can always have a Tommy Margarita.
There you go. Hey, that's perfect. Hey, there's our good buddy from New York. Talking about that game I think he's talking about the Dominican Republic game against Korea. That game was very terrible. If you're between us and those pitching, don't forget they have semi against. Man, the USA has weaknesses, pitching depth limitations, and high pressure bullpen vulnerability. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what he's trying to say is when the Giants, listen to me, when the United States goes up against the Dominican Republic, yeah, I mean, that bullpen is not exactly lights out. It's a little bit wonky to a certain extent. So once that starter comes out, to what you're saying, brother, it could get a little bit weird. And Dominican Republic ain't going to let up. And they will take full advantage on what's going on. Hey, appreciate that $10 there, brother.
Read that last line again. Just read his quote.
Pitching depth limitations, right? And high pressure bullpen vulnerability.
Oh, he's talking about the World Baseball Classic. I thought he was talking about the Giants.
Ain't that the damn truth? Dude, you ain't lying. Fuji donates $2, says, love Juan Washington Giants fielding video. Yeah, they're awesome. We played them the other day, man. That guy is great. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun seeing him in the dugout during games, right, Lou? I'm guessing that's going to be some good stuff. Because again, when he's in the dugout, it's not like he's going to have to be right next to Vitello all the time because he's the infield coach. So maybe he'll be walking up and down
on those steps right by us.
He might be.
Get their mitts. He might be right there.
Yeah, he might be right there because again, you're out of the way of the manager, and you could still see what's going on out there. And that'd be awesome, dude. That's going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Eric, here's a topic we're getting close to wrapping it up. So how about this? Look, I said there's going to be pressure, and you get Senior says there ain't going to be any pressure. Blah blah blah. And his reasoning is, as he says in the chat, zero pressure because they didn't hire Tony for this year. Eric, what other business do you hire someone and go, listen, we're hiring you. I want you to do a good job, but don't worry about doing a good job until like 2028. I don't care. Dude, they hired him to win baseball games. And if they didn't hire him to win now, they should never have hired him. I'm tired of if he doesn't win this year, it's because he better freaking win. He's the manager of a Major League Baseball team. There should be no zero kaput. That's it. Completely no excuse.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Because what did Buster Posey? What's he been saying since he's been the president of baseball operation? He wants to win, right? He wants to create memories. He wants to get the payoff baseball. He wants to win the division. He wants to win the World Series, right? And here's the thing: if Vitello was the move for this year, why didn't he make a similar move the very first year he became the Pobo, right? If he was going to do something drastically different, which Vitello is a drastic move, why didn't he do it that first year to get it kickstarted? Why did you run with Bob Melvin in the beginning? Because he probably thought that was going to give him the best chance to win. And I think they went out and hired Vitello thinking that is going to give him the best chance to win. And I said this from the beginning, I'm not going to make any damn excuses, because if he's going to go out there and make, bonehead moves, well, then you got to be able to call him out on that, right? And I don't think, and the Giants, look, the Giants don't trade for Rafi Devers.
No,
right?
exactly.
You don't go sign all these different pitchers to sit there and say, hey, we just want to pack it up. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. The pitching development side of the house, where are the Giants with that? I mean, honestly, we don't know. Birdsong may be out for a significant time. We don't know. Blake Tidwell, he had a good outing today, but we don't know what to expect from him. Whisenhunt, looks like we'll see what Whisenhunt does. He had a pretty decent outing today. And again, I think they should keep him in Sacramento because they're going to need a starter sometime in the year. So you just have him in Sacramento, do his thing. So then when the call comes, he's ready to get into that rotation and start doing what he needs to do. So the Giants, I don't think are quote unquote trying to piece it together, so to speak. I think Buster Posey wants to win. You don't extend Chapman. You don't sign Adames. You don't trade for Devers. You didn't last year. You don't go out and sign Verlander. You don't go out there and get Malley and Hauser. Granted, even though they're not top tier, the only reason why the Giants didn't do it is because they just didn't want to spend money. That was
but if you want to be a winning organization, Eric, the organization cannot feel like this. They're not expecting to win now. Listen, if you want to be considered a winning organization, do not set everybody up for failure before we even start the season. I would fire anybody in my organization who made that statement, Eric. Well, we don't expect to win now. Well, then when we do win, you ain't going to be here.
Well, I'll tell you, and here's the thing. Why would they go out there and make that? I mean, because that trade for Devers, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and if you're selling
a ton of money,
if Eric's working the ticket, you're working my ticket department, you're going to go back to ownership and go, how am I'm trying to sell packages and family weekend packs and like series packs. And I got Glennie over in the other office going, we're not going to win this year. Let's be honest. Like, come on, you got to have a positive attitude. You're there to win.
Yeah, you have to, right? You can't, because otherwise, you know what that does? You know what that sets? It sets up you want to talk about a chemistry within a clubhouse. If you're not looking, or I should say, that sounds looking, because you still have to look. But if you're not coming in confident that you want to win, you've lost before you even began.
Yeah,
and you can't do that. You just can't do that.
Yeah, and Lou, Eric, we've seen that before in Major League Baseball, not necessarily the Giants, but that's what we always seem to call the cancer in the dressing room. If there's a guy who really is not happy, doesn't want to be there, doesn't like his teammates, if you're a Randy Arozarena, stay away from Oracle Park. I don't want you. You got to have a positive vibe and a positive energy. And if you're just there shitting on everything all the time, then you know what? Go play somewhere else. Go play in Cleveland. Go play for the White Sox. Go play for Miami. I was going to say Pittsburgh, but they're going to do good this year. I think Pittsburgh's the up and coming.
I think, Eric, that was the word we were trying to think of. These other teams want to win the whole thing. The USA chemistry just is not there from the manager all the way down.
Seems odd.
It's really bad. That was the word I was thinking of, chemistry. It's like I'm just going to go to Tommy's for the free chips tomorrow and salsa.
Easy.
With the attitude like
Hey,
that.
I don't mind chips and
You
salsa.
got to go to experiment the Tommy Margarita. One other thing too, I know we're going to be saying
Experiment. I don't know if I use that word. Experiment.
we're having giveaways that Julio and Tommy's is doing for people of the chat. We got to figure out. We're going to have a raffle for some tickets to a Giants game, and we're going to be there, guys. Again, we're all there to have fun. Just try to be classy. That's all I ask, because it's a reflection of us. and
Guys,
our sport.
behave. That's all we ask, man. Just show up, have a good time, talk some baseball.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk about some other things that are going on in the world.
I'm going to keep it classy till 6 p.m. and anything after 6 p.m. and 6 margaritas, it's open to interpretation. Lou's already seen me running down the street with the bottle in my hand. I gotta pee. Wait, hold the bus. I gotta go back. Oh, what a night. Lou, I still, we're guilty of that here, Eric, and only because we're among friends. Lou, between last year at the game we all know about that, but that night I spent with you I hung out with Lou, but I met other people. I just had such a great time. I think, Eric, you're going to experience the same thing I experienced in my debut there. And I think you're going to go home and go, I know why Glenn enjoys going there now, because the vibe is so healthy. You're among their family. You're among friends.
Yeah. And I have a question, since you guys are going live. What time are you guys going to do a live show? What, for like 45 minutes?
I have no idea.
I want Eric to set it up for about 4:30. That way we get set
it for 4:30.
We're going to go live.
I'm going live. Julio a little bit. Maybe future people of the chat. See how we're doing.
I know how to butter the bread. Julio will definitely be on the show.
Tom, I might hold some court. But later on, all in jest. Tom, you gonna be there, man? Come on, Tom. You better be there. Tom.
You're in a backup capacity too tomorrow, in case we're doing the show and man down. Okay, I'm in. Glenn, Glenn will be okay, but I'm in now. So
it's okay. I'll just come in. I know exactly. Hey, I know where the end stream button is, so that's all we gotta do, and then it's all solved.
And if you can't make it, guys, tune in, because you watch for the thumbnail, you get your notification, hit the bell, the subscribe, the like. We don't even mention that. If they like the show, Eric, they'll subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely.
But hit that notification bell. It's the thing you should.
Yeah, make sure you hit that notification bell.
Go live in situations like tomorrow. It could be 4:20, 4:30. You just never know when you're doing a live scenario like that. And our first time, everything's new for us. This is the first time we've done a show live and on location in that capacity.
Correct.
So hopefully things go off without a hitch. We'll do our best, and we should be on around 4:30 Pacific tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a lot of fun regardless. I don't care.
Absolutely.
As long as we have fun. I don't care.
Absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here, guys. Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Lou.
We're going to be at Tommy's Mexican. Again, guys, if you got nothing going on,
18 hours away.
Hey, you want to I want to hear from I want to hear from Julio again.
You want to hear Julio?
Again, guys. I
Guys,
want to see the promo again.
Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. If you got nothing going on, check it out.
Come see Eric, Glenn, and Lou for the Giants Sports Talk Live Meet and Greet, March 14th from 3 to 7 p.m. at Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, home of the world-famous Tommy Margarita.
I'm Julio Bermejo, the North American ambassador of tequila, here at Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, where we will welcome Giants Sports Talk Live March 14th. Come see Glenn, Eric, and Super Salty Lou here at Tommy's and learn all about the Tommy's Margarita.
All right, there it is. Let's get the heck out of here, guys. I can't wait. Again, tomorrow should be a good time. Looking forward to seeing those who will show up. And again, talk some baseball, man. It's going to be
good.
If
you can't make it, you'll find us here.
Exactly.
If anyone's going to the Fan Fest, Chardell will be there. Make sure he's okay. And most importantly, you'll see Glenn there. And everybody at the Fan Fest have fun. Should be some fun alumni. And should be a good time.
Watch for the guy running around without his shirt on. Coming from up north, down here, it's awful warm in the Bay Area this weekend. We're going to get up to like 26, what's that, 80 degrees next week.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I'm in the apartment here, so that's one good thing I got the haircut.
There you go. All right, guys, enjoy your week. If we don't see you at Tommy's tomorrow or on the live stream, maybe we'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get out of here, guys.
Safe drive, Eric.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Woo! Let's go.
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.